בעזרת השם, בזכות הצדיק, רבי חיים פינטו, בזכות בבא סאלה, מהקדוש ברוך הוא give us all big ברכה and הצלחה, and בסייעתא דשמיא, we all have בעזרת השם a very successful day to come. Amen. Can you answer? You know, there's a beautiful story. It's one of the biggest tzaddikim that existed in history, named Aharon Pinto. Aharon Pinto was from Tzanz. Tzanz is a city near Russia, and he was really an expert on Musar, on morals, but also in the world of Kabbalah, in the world of Chassidut. He was very, very, very big. It said at one time, he writes in his book, he was sitting in his house, and he was looking outside his window, and he sees right outside his door an almana. What's an almana? A widow, and she is sitting, and she is sad, and she is crying, and you see that she is not dressed clean, and she has a big sack of apples, and she's standing outside the door. She's trying to sell apples in order to bring food to her family. She has no husband, nobody to support her, so she has to support herself. And he was looking, and he sees for hours, hour after hour passes, and she's standing there, and she's crying, and she's sad, and people are walking by, looking at the apples and walking away. So after 5, 6, 7 hours, he sees that Miskena, she's unable to sell not even one apple. He said something is wrong. So he decided to take upon himself to go on to see really what's happening with this almana, with his widow. You can't see a widow that she has kids to feed and not go out to help. So Rabbi Pinto comes down and he looks at this widow and he asks her, he says, how is your day going? So she starts to cry more and she starts to cry more. He says, what happened? So she says, you know, it's already 6 hours. I'm standing here in the cold of Russia trying to sell my apples and nothing is happening. So Rabbi Pinto said, okay, no one's buying your apples. Tell me why. When people are coming and they're talking to you, what's the reason they don't buy the apples? So she said, they look at the apples and they say, you know, they don't look good. And they leave. So it said, Rabbi Chaim, he took upon himself to check the apples. So he opens the sack and he sees perfectly good apples. So he said, what's going on here? So Rabbi Pinto said, wait. Let's try this, something like this. He stands by the apples and he started to say, Rabotai, amazing apples for sale. Rabotai, amazing apples for sale. The best apples in the city. Suddenly, people hear amazing apples. Rabbi Pinto says, people start to flock from every hole to come in to buy the apples. And like that, in 1 minute, 2 minutes, he sold everything. Rabbi Pinto write about this, a big moral, something very important we need to take upon ourselves. Rabbi Chaim said, when this woman was trying, Miskena, to sell the apples, she was selling with what? With a heart which is sad. She had tears in her eyes. Nobody wanted to look at her. She already declared that she was going to have a bad day before the day even started. Before she even started the sale, she already came, Miskena, with a heavy heart, with sadness. So even if the apples were amazing apples, and Behemet, there was big blessing, it didn't, blessing can't stay there. People walked by, they saw, they left fast. Rabbi Pinto said most of the bracha and most of how our day will look is dependent not even on actual how the day will go, but dependent how the way we feel and the way we think and the way we act in that day. That if a person gets up and declares, today will be an amazing day, like what Rabbi Pinto did, amazing apples for sale. When you declare that today will be an amazing day, no matter what will happen, today will be an amazing day. Because most of the ashpa'ah, most of the influence that comes down to our day is influenced by ourselves. And that about is something that is very big. We always need to make sure that the words we speak and the way we think and the way our hearts feels, that is how we will be in that day, in that moment, in that year. If we pick ourselves up and we walk in the right path and we have the right attitude and the right thoughts that we're going to bring bracha, and today is going to be a day of shefa, we can reach Rabotai big success and big asagot, big heights of success. And that Rabotai is especially applicable for today, Monday. What day is Monday, Rabotai? Gevurah. Like I always say, Rabotai, Gevurah can always go 2 ways. Gevurah is strength. Strength can come and give you a hit with strength, but strength can also be you take that strength and you tear the entire city apart and you have a big success. So strength can go both ways. Rabotai, it's very important that today we get up and we announce that today we'll have a great day, and Be'ezrat Hashem, we will have a great day, Be'ezrat Hashem. Because if we declare it, and if we have that strong stance that nothing can come through our way, nothing can stop us, and today we're going to be uninvincible, well, but then you know exactly what's going to happen. You're going to have a good day, and you're going to be invincible, Be'ezrat Hashem. So may HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us the koach and the strength for the tzaddikim to stand by our side, to protect us, and Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll have an amazing day, Rabotai. Yom Tov Mefuach.